Hello everyone, my name is Esther Olaniyi, and today I'll be talking about my understanding of the virtual assistant role, what makes a strong virtual assistant, my personal strengths, growth areas, mindset and grit needed for success, and how I see my virtual assistant journey ahead. For me, a virtual assistant is not just a remote job or completing administrative task. A virtual assistant helps businesses and individuals to stay organized, productive, and efficient. A virtual assistant also assists clients to manage their schedules, handling their informations, and also see to smooth running of operations daily. What makes this role important is reliability and trust. A The client often depends on virtual assistants to reduce stress, to save time, and create structures for their businesses. That is why professionalism and um, consistency are very important in this career. So, what makes a strong virtual assistant? Number one is communication. A virtual assistant must be able to communicate clearly, respectfully, and professionally, whether when writing emails, updating clients, or handling customers' interactions. Secondly, is organizing and time management. A strong virtual assistant must be able to stay organized. In as much as we know that virtual assistant's role involves handling multiple tasks at a time, a good virtual assistant must be able to stay organized, to prioritize their task, and also to meet up with deadlines effectively. Thirdly, his adaptability. We know technology changes, and different clients also have their different systems and expectations. A good virtual assistant must be able to or and willing to learn new things on the job, to stay um, to adapt quickly, and also stay flexible on the job. Thirdly is problem solving and initiative. A virtual assistant must not always wait to take instruction as to what to do at every point in time. A virtual assistant must be able to cite challenges and provide solution. Must be able to think ahead, to be proactive in their dealings. So most importantly is resilience. A virtual assistant must, since we know the job role requires facing challenges, a virtual assistant must not be resilient, must not take no for an answer. When I think about my personal strengths, I would say the biggest of them all is my willingness to learn. I understand that this job role requires learning new things, learning new tools and skills. Therefore, I'm always open to learning new things on this job. Secondly, is hardworking. I don't like being told what to do at all times. Therefore, I love to do things without being told, with or without supervision. I like to do my things. Thirdly is resilience. I am not I know that this job requires facing challenges. Therefore, I don't let that discourage me. Once I commit to something, I make sure I see it to the end. So when I think about the areas where I need to also grow, I would say that I need to work on my confidence level, especially when faced with unfamiliar situations. And secondly, I need to increase my speed in doing things, because I always want to do things very well. I always want to take my time to do things. Therefore, I will need to work on my speed level also. And then I also need to be able to balance perfection with efficiency, to balance perfection with productivity, because I naturally like to do things carefully. So therefore, I will always I should learn how to work in order to balance both perfection and productivity. What are the mindset and grades needed for this job? As a virtual assistant, we need a growth mindset. A growth mindset means being open to learning new things and improving on it. So no one knows everything from the start. So being teachable and willing to improve is very, very important on this job. And also the grit is self-discipline and self-motivation. Since virtual assistant job role requires staying and working alone, therefore a virtual assistant must be able to be self-motivated no matter what and be disciplined about it. Um, where I see myself on this job is I see myself growing professionally with the right mindset, with the right attitude to work, while I improve my soft and technical skill. I will also need to improve in the way that I do things, like in my communication skill. I'll still need to improve myself. And I believe with this right attitude and with the right mindset, I will grow professionally and impact success wherever I go. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.